Minister of Punjab, Amarinder Singh, is speaking. Let's quickly cut across.
But we have to be prepared. We can't take a chance on this. Precautionary measures the हर government लगाती है और सारे प्रेमी बहुत ने, particularly in southern Punjab, and I think it is our duty to be ready and careful. No, we have not talked to anybody. ना ਅਸੀਂ expect करते हैं कि वो disturb करेंगे. I don't think so. नहीं उन्होंने विच पंजाबी भी बड़े ने. It's not only Haryanvis. वो तो पंजाबी भी ने. पंजाबी.
High Court has come down heavily on the DGP Haryana categorically saying that he should be dismissed because how Section 144 has been enforced and you see 3 lakh, 2 lakh people inside Panchkula. Do you think that Haryana...
I do not want to comment on a High Court decision. That is between Haryana DGP and the High Court. तुसी मैंने पंजाब दी पूछ लो जरा तो पूछ रहे. We have our AG was asked by the High Court this afternoon, and he gave a briefing on what precautions we are taking.
So AG also said that 1/3 of the companies were given. Do you think that the number of companies provided by Center are you satisfied with this?
There are no more. कोई छत्तीसगढ़ बैठे ने, कोई असम बैठे ने, कोई किधर बैठे हैं. So whatever reserves were there, they have been equally distributed between us and Haryana.
So tomorrow if something happens, who will be responsible? Central government or you? Because you've already asked for 200.
We are fully prepared. As I've told you, the entire Indian Army is there at our disposal. Do you know how many soldiers are there in Punjab? There are over 2.5 lakh soldiers in Punjab. So if the army is willing to give us full support wherever necessary, there is no shortage of law and order machinery. ये आज तुसी law and order की गल करो. तुसी कांग्रेस पार्टी दी law and order की गल कर.
Let's go. Thank you very much.
So the situation continues to be on the boil as far as the states of Punjab and Haryana are concerned, and clearly we see now that is the same concern that is being echoed by Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh. There, Captain Singh clearly saying that we cannot afford to take any chances. Let me quickly go over to Haryana now, where my colleague Mohit Bhatt is standing by in Sirsa. Mohit, now tomorrow is the day finally, and curfew will be clamped in Sirsa town in just about 2 hours from now. What really prompted this kind of a move, and if the government now thought it prudent that a curfew should be clamped, why wasn't any preemptive action taken earlier?
Well, yes, lakhs of supporters of Dera Sacha Sauda have been coming to the states of Haryana and Punjab, and specifically to the area of Sirsa, where the headquarters of Dera Sacha Sauda is situated, and also to Panchkula, where the special CBI court will pronounce their judgment on the allegations against Gurmeet Ram Rahim tomorrow. Bhatinda, Panchkula, Chandigarh, Fatehbad, and also Sirsa are being thronged by the huge number of supporters over here. The situation over here, if we talk about Sirsa, is quite volatile. We had word with various supporters who have been coming over here. They say that if Gurmeet Ram Rahim is acquitted tomorrow, then they have no issue. But then if he is convicted, then they could go to any extent. They could also resort to the violence. So clearly, the situation is very volatile over here. And now it seems that administration has woken up from a sleep and they have imposed a curfew. So clearly from 10 p.m. today till indefinite orders, curfew is imposed in Sirsa city and the nearby areas. Now, we also need to understand that Punjab and Haryana High Court wrapped the Haryana government and clearly stated that if Section 144 was imposed, then how come lakhs of supporters came to the state of Haryana and Punjab, and what was the police doing? And the court also asked that why not the DGP of Haryana should be suspended, and if possible, the army could also be brought in. So clearly,
well, that's right, Mohit.
It seems
in fact,
that
talking to the
finally
Punjab and Haryana High Court, Mohit, today, the High Court clearly said, and it told the governments there that you enable this, you allowed large numbers to reach here. Now you're whining that you don't have enough forces. That is what the court really said today, Mohit, faulting the government of Haryana for already having failed to maintain law and order. So the government of Haryana clearly has been caught napping.
Well, yes, exactly, and this is not the first time that the government of Haryana has been caught napping. We saw how the situation went from bad to worse in the Jat agitation when no preventive action was taken by the Haryana government, and we saw how massive violence took place in Rohtak and the neighboring areas, completely destroying all the properties in Rohtak, and it seems that no lesson has been learned by the Haryana government. And then the other reason also being given is that the political influence of Dera Sacha Chauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim could also be the reason that such leniency has been given to all the supporters. And when we were coming over here, there was strict checking, but still the supporters were already here, they were coming here and they were not being stopped. Now, that is the point, that if Section 144 is imposed, 5%, 4% cannot grow in group, then still people are coming over, and that is why High Court of Punjab and Haryana has wrapped the Haryana DGP. So clearly there has been leniency, there has been lapses on the part of the Haryana administration. Now they have taken the decision that they will impose curfew, and they have also stated that, and they have also requested the people here in
But
Sirsa
also, Mohit,
to
help
stay
us
at home
understand
and
as
do not
to,
come out.
we have seen a tweet earlier in the day from Gurmeet Ram Rahim there. He's clearly said that he will be going to the court tomorrow. You are there in Sirsa, which is like the epicenter as far as this particular issue is concerned. What are you getting from your sources about his movement, when he's expected to leave, and what kind of arrangements are being made by the administration there to ensure that, you know, it does not lead to a law and order problem?
Well, there were many theories that were coming up that if massive support and massive supporters have gathered at Panchkula, then it could be like Gurmeet Ram Rahim, who was also not well, could do a video conferencing, and he could be there, he could present himself through the video conferencing. But now in the evening, Gurmeet Ram Rahim tweeted that even after the back pain, even after suffering from back pain, he will be going to the court. So clearly, now it's an uphill, a mammoth task for the Panchkula administration.
It is indeed a mammoth task for the Panchkula administration, as you rightly pointed out, Mohit, because over 2 lakh supporters of Dera Sacha Chauda, they have already reached Panchkula. They've been camping there, and reports that we have been getting in from our colleagues there, Amit Bhardwaj and Santya, that is exactly what they've been saying. Let me now go across to Punjab, where my colleague Rahul Gautam is standing by. Rahul, just help us understand. We have just heard the Chief Minister there clearly saying that no chances are being taken and the government is fully prepared. He also referred to the fact that there are about 2.5 lakh army personnel also who can be called in.
Well, absolutely. Chief Minister of Punjab, Amarinder Singh, has already clarified, has already put in a very clear word that nobody would be allowed to disturb the harmony and peace of the state. He is in constant touch with the central government, which is monitoring the entire situation that is developing in Punjab. Right now, I'm in Bhatinda, which is a bordering town of Punjab, very adjoining to Haryana, and this particular area, Baba Ram Rahim, very immensely popular. And I've just spoken to the DSP RS Rumana, who is the DSP of Bhatinda, and he clearly told me that the elaborate security arrangement have already been made by the district administration. A very tight security cover has already been mounted upon Bhatinda, Nabha and the other adjoining areas, and the army, as you rightly pointed out, that army personnel have already been put on standby. So clearly the Punjab government is not leaving any stone unturned to ensure that the peace and calm remain intact.
Well, that's right. In fact, Rahul, also the ripple effect is being felt. The ripples are being felt in Himachal Pradesh as well. Because remember, the Himachal Pradesh Road Transport Corporation earlier in the day has come out clearly to say that 150 bus routes will remain suspended. Bus routes which could take passengers to Haryana in interior parts of Haryana. So clearly, this is kind of the epicenter might be there in Sirsa, where Mohit is at this point in time, but the ripples are being felt all across the region there. Trains have been cancelled. 22 trains have been cancelled. Schools and colleges have been shut, and also the Chandigarh administration has decided to ensure that all government offices remain closed. So the government there clearly, after being pulled up by the Punjab and Haryana High Court, the administration of Chandigarh, Punjab and Haryana government, they are not willing to take any chances. If I could come to you, Mohit, once again, now you are there at Sirsa. Now, as you were saying that you were speaking with people trying to figure out as to what could be the plan of action as far as Gurmeet Ram Rahim is concerned. But one question which is topmost on everyone's mind is, at this point in time, what if the verdict is not favorable to Baba Ram Rahim, what happens then? Though we have seen that Baba Ram Rahim has actually put out a tweet urging his followers to maintain peace and law and order.
Well, yes, that is the main, that is the pertinent question over here, that what if the court order goes against Gurmeet Ram Rahim? And when we asked this question to the various supporters who were present here, they clearly stated that, first of all, they clearly denied that the verdict will go against him, and then they said that they will go to any extent, but they will not allow police to arrest him. They can also use the violent measure. On camera, they clearly stated that. So they were very impulsive, they were very angry, and they were very anxious, and they clearly stated that they couldn't, we love our Guruji, and we can go to any extent. So clearly, the supporters of Gurmeet Ram Rahim here are in no mood to remain calm if the order goes the other way. So clearly the situation is very volatile if we talk about in Sirsa, because these are the headquarters of Dera Sacha Sauda.
Well, that's right. You are there. You're reporting from the headquarters
here.
of Dera Sacha Sauda, but also news now coming in suggests that a stadium each, Mohit, in Chandigarh, Panchkula and Sirsa, where you are, where Ram Rahim is based, have been prepped as makeshift prisons.
Well, yes, that news has been going around for quite some time now, that the Chandigarh, Panchkula and also the Sirsa Stadium will be made as makeshift jail. And also, if we talk about the government offices in the nearby areas, they could also be made as makeshift jail. So clearly, the government is trying their best to pacify these people and also to find alternate ways that if these people, these supporters go and use the violent ways, they need to curb the violence and they need to take some action. So clearly they are trying to do this. It remains to be seen how will the supporter react after the verdict. Now, if we talk about the spokesperson of Dera Sacha Sauda, they have been saying that they are sending their representatives to the supporters. But at this point of time, the supporters seem very impulsive. They are not listening to anybody and they are saying that they could go to any extent if the verdict goes
right, so
against Gurmeet Ram Rahim.
The emotions are running high there on the ground, as Mohit, as you are reporting. Let me also now bring in Rahul once again. Rahul, as far as the Punjab government goes, now we know that Haryana and Punjab are contiguous states, like one leads into the other. There is a lot of overlap, even the capital is the same, which is Chandigarh. So, as far as the Punjab government is concerned, what kind of measures are being adopted by the government per se, the government machinery, all across Punjab? Because Baba Ram Rahim has his followers spread across Haryana, Punjab and Himachal Pradesh.
Well, exactly, Punjab remains on edge as this, this special court is all set to pronounce a verdict upon Baba Rahim. If you talk about the measures that have been taken by the Punjab government, over 7,000 policemen are guarding the streets of Panchkula, and the same number are also on the streets in Chandigarh, Ambala, and the other adjoining areas. If you talk about the Bhatinda, why we are here, Bhatinda? Bhatinda is the headquarters of Dera Sacha Sauda's Punjab unit. So that's why, a lot of eyes are also set on Bhatinda. That, many people are fearing that there could be outbreak of violence here. The government has already deployed 21 battalions here, in Bhatinda, each comprising of 650 personnel. Apart from that, they've also requested to send in more security personnel, more paramilitary forces. Apart from this, they are also gathering a lot of inputs, intelligence inputs about the movement of suspected Dera followers who might resort to violence. Apart from this, the school and colleges have already been closed as a precautionary measures. Bus services and transport services remain suspended. All the roads that are coming in, that connects Panchkula to the other areas and to the Bhatinda have already been choked, and barricades have been already placed by the security forces. They are the police officials are thoroughly checking all the vehicles, keeping a tight vigil, just to ensure that no untoward incident happen. Apart from this, we are also getting a report that the government is also trying to connect with the Dera followers, trying to pacify them and persuade them.
Right, so the government on an outreach mission there to try and reach out to Dera Sacha Sauda supporters there, trying to reach out, trying to tell them that it is time now to remain calm. But just quickly, if we take a look at the case which has got Baba Ram Rahim now in soup, this case dates back to 2002, and where Ram Rahim was accused of sexually exploiting 2 women followers at his ashram. Though Ram Rahim has time and again denied any wrongdoing on his part, Whether he's guilty or he's not proved guilty, he's let off, we get to know tomorrow. But for now, separately, the court has also asked the CBI to investigate whether he encouraged 400 men to undergo castration, promising it would benefit them spiritually. So grave charges there leveled against Baba Ram Rahim there. Mohit, you have been also talking to Dera Sacha Sauda followers there in Sirsa, where you are at this point in time. We have seen our colleagues also speaking with supporters there who have also reached Panchkula there to try and mobilize support for Baba. But as far as these charges go, Mohit, these are very, very grave charges.
Well, yes, the rape charges are the very grave charges, and under Section 376, he could be taken into the custody and he could be lodged into the jail. But then, if the charges are being proved, but then it seems that the supporters are not taking this. When we ask them that what if the police comes and takes Gurmeet Ram Rahim to the custody, they said they won't allow this and they could even die for him. So clearly, the emotions are running high. Now it's the responsibility of the police and the administration over here that they need to calm down the situation. Now they have imposed the curfew, and also they have made a request, and rather to all the people, all the residents of Sirsa, that unless it is very necessary, unless it's a grave emergency, do not step out of your homes until further orders. The offices, shops have been closed. Now, if you talk about the Sirsa city, we have been moving through the city inside and outside for quite a long time now. We saw that at around 4 p.m., the 90% of the city was shut. People over there knew that there have been strict orders from the government to close the shops, and they clearly, as a precautionary measure, closed their shops. So after the curfew order itself, no 4 to 5 persons will be allowed. Section 144 automatically comes into action in every street and every part of Sirsa. So clearly the situation is very volatile. Now it remains to be seen that tomorrow...
Yes, as you rightly pointed out, Mohit, the situation is very, very volatile. What we are getting to know is that all buses which are coming in to the cities of Chandigarh, even which also continues to be in a state of lockdown, that they are being searched. In fact, Chandigarh, which has a large prayer center that doubles up as a major organizational office of the Dera Sacha Sauda, is in total lockdown. Schools and colleges have been shut. Major roads are being patrolled by the police, and buses are being stopped from heading towards Panchkula. So the borders clearly being sealed there. In fact, the sealing of borders will come into effect from 11 o'clock. But again, that brings us to the moot question over here as to what really stopped the government of Haryana there to take cognizance of the situation at hand and take precautionary measures. If I could ask you, Mohit, to throw some light on that. Any word coming in from the Haryana government?
Well, when we tried to ask officials that what prompted them to take this curfew action now and why not a strict action was taken earlier, they did not speak on the camera, but they confirmed that they were taking every possible action, and now the curfew is being imposed because they wanted the normal life of people not to get affected. But now today they will be imposing curfew from 10 p.m. till the further orders. But then this is the reason Punjab and Haryana High Court grabbed the Haryana DJP and asked him that if Section 144 was imposed in the certain areas of Haryana, then how come thousands and lakhs of people have gathered over there? Who is responsible for this? And moreover, why should not a DGP of Haryana should be suspended? So that is a very big statement coming from a Punjab and Haryana High Court, because they were completely unhappy with the amount of crowd that has gathered over here. If we talk about Sirsa, lakhs of supporters have been coming in over here. And when we came over here, then we saw the police were checking in, but still they were allowing people to go in. So clearly, maybe it's because of the political influence of Dera chief that such leniency was being given to all those supporters. But it seems that the Haryana government and the administration has not taken any lesson and not learnt any lesson from the Jat agitation, where in starting they did not
so
take
the
any
Haryana government
action.
clearly
They
should
let
have
it go
woken
on.
up much earlier, as Mohit is rightly pointing out. Also, Mohit, some news now coming in which suggests that the court, essentially, where he will be produced, that will also be in a state of complete lockdown tomorrow. It will be sealed, and no outsider would be allowed to enter the court premises. So that is yet another step that is being taken to keep the Dera supporters at bay. Mohit.
Well, yes, in fact, in the evening itself, it was being decided over by the administration that the special CBI court in Panchkula, which will pronounce the verdict tomorrow. Nobody will be allowed in the vicinity of that court, and all the supporters who wish to come to Panchkula were sent away within a radius of 1 or 2 kilometers from the court. So clearly, it seems that the administration has finally woken up. They will take some action.
Right.
But
so
now,
as you are saying that the administration has finally woken up, let's also quickly get in a word from our colleague Amit Bhardwaj, who joins us live from Panchkula, the epicenter of the action tomorrow. There, Amit, as you were reporting all through the day today, there have been lakhs of supporters of Dera Sacha Sauda who have already reached there in Panchkula, and the numbers are swelling by the hour. So as far as Panchkula goes, this entire city is in a state of lockdown virtually. What kind of preemptive action is being taken by the administration there?
See, administration and police, DGP is just shared a word, and he said that we impose 144 and we are trying to stop people before the Panchkula district starts. But if we see in the reality, the people are still coming. They're coming in the pairs. They're coming in 4 or 5 groups. They're still coming, and nearby, in front of the court, there is a park. There is a big park here. There's a lawn here. So they are assembled here, and people are there. They are reciting their Dera's name, and they are still there. And now they, what exactly the groups are doing now? There are the paharadaris is going to start. The other people will sleep, and then for a couple of hours, the other people, the people will be on duty from the Dera itself, the Premi, and then they are going to take a rest, and another people. So now they made a huge group here near this court. We are standing just by side of the court premises, near the court premises in the garden. They've already assembled in a huge number. Yeah.
Right. So as Amit is pointing out, the Dera Sacha Sauda supporters continue to stream into Panchkula. So tomorrow will be a big day, and all eyes will be riveted on the special CBI court in Panchkula, which is expected to pronounce its verdict on Baba Ram Rahim. But remember, earlier in the day, the Punjab and Haryana High Court rapped the Haryana government for failing to wake up to the ground reality, and even asked why the DGP wasn't sacked. It had also put out an appeal to Dera Sacha Sauda supporters, urging them to leave Panchkula, but I guess the little has happened on the ground. On that note, it's time to wrap up.